Welcome to the channel and our Idle Heroes free-to-play playthrough. We are on day 10 today. Now, when we ended day 9, I had ended Valentine's Day. It was the last day of Valentine's Day event. If you're catching this series midway through, or if you haven't been following all along, yesterday was the end of the Valentine's Day event. There was like a game in that did puzzle pieces, and you matched the puzzle pieces together. It gave you a few rewards. And one of the things that it gave you was a treasure train. And as you see, we don't have treasure train unlocked. So I kind of dismissed the treasure that it gave us because I knew that it was a treasure that boosts PvP. And PvP isn't something that we'll really be focusing on this account. I don't ever really focus on it. Well, I have one account that I do, but it's just not something I thought would really important. But somebody left a comment on that video. So Lotus Flower left his comment on the video, reminding me that it wasn't 30k, right? It was, or 35,000, like I'd said in the video. It was only 25,000 k gems to get it, and that it added 30,000 fixed attack. And that is a lot. And I didn't realize it added so much fixed attack. And fixed attack, if you don't know, especially from the treasure train, ends up just hitting astronomical numbers, and it's where a lot of, whether you're free to play or pay to win, power comes from. So I debated on that, and I decided that they were right, that it was worth it, and that I had ended that video not gonna buy that. I jumped into the event with like no time left to go, and as you can see up here, I nuked our coins. And the reason I was able to do that was I went ahead and went through this, and I'd been putting it off, but I got up to 9, which was just what I needed, and I finished that event off, spent those gems with literally 10 minutes left in the day before reset. So I did end up getting that. So we do have some treasure sitting in our treasure train. We're not making use of it right now. Like, we're not getting the perks of it right now because we'd have to construct it and stuff. But as soon as we open up the treasure train, we are going to have quite a bit of extra power sitting on here. And you can see now we're sitting at 8 stars with our Eloise. And that relic, I went on to my other accounts and looked after Lotus had said that. And yeah, 30,000 more fixed attack. That's astronomical, right? That almost doubles. That almost doubles our Eloise attack. So that is a significant amount of attack. If I took all of her gear off, it would double our attack. So that was well worth it. I really thank them for pointing that out to me. Yeah, because I was just dead wrong about that. And then so I did that, and then I did what I always do. I collected all of our experience. We have bounced up, as you see right there, to level 82. Which is pretty cool. We need 14.5 to get that treasure train unlocked, which is going to be, pretty astronomical for this account. For every account, the treasure train, there's like a cycle, right? You unlock your monster. That's a big advancement. You unlock. I did it again. I left the game volume playing through the speaker because I was listening to Spotify before I started recording. you hit these milestones, right? One of them for power is your monster. The next one is is the train. And the treasure train is genuinely probably one of the most important parts of this game. So it's not something that I like customarily ignore. But when you're free to play, we kind of have to pick and choose where we really push to get those things, right? Because our gems are at a premium. They do give us a lot of gems, but they're still a premium for us as a free to play player. And then resources, which leads me into this event. If you follow anything within the community and stuff, this event seems to be semi-underwhelming. I mentioned before that I follow the real creators in this space, the big guys in this space, because they're just smarter than I am, and they're better at this. This is where I get my information for that kind of stuff. And they kind of pointed out that this event doesn't look too juicy. And then when I get in here it doesn't really look too juicy, right? The the value packages are just your normal value packages. There's not a whole lot there, and we don't have any gems anyways. Hero Lottery isn't what I thought it was. I don't know why I was thinking it was something completely different. That was just my brain fog. But that just give us some more gear, so that would be nice because it would help us gear up a little bit because we don't have any of this kind of stuff. So pulling one copy of the new hero would be worth it. Now, I haven't seen any reviews. I don't even know if anybody's put any out yet on this on the new character. But I did go ahead and pull it. Pay my way to him or her, it, them, they. I have no idea. Whatever. On my other account, and I actually really like him. So I'm enjoying playing with Finn. I'm not going to say this game breaking, better than Eloise or anything like that, because it is an assassin. But yeah, I'm not hating it, honestly. It's just kind of fun. It's another character that can dove, right? Which is fun. And then it has a nice dove on it. And anybody that goes up against doves, you know how annoying that is. So I really like this. And then this Mask of Deceit's not I don't think that's a bad active skill. So I was kind of enjoying it. We won't be able to get anything to be able to turn it into any power, but I genuinely think it's a decent character. I'm kind of excited to see people that can spend more. I just spend enough to get it unlocked to 9-star on my account. Or I just got it to 9-star. I only spent $20, but on my main account. But yeah, so got it to 9-star. But if we're looking, we don't have a hope in anything to getting to this. We can check in here. We can get some scrolls. We'll be able to check in the full time, get a bunch of scrolls here. So that's 10, 20, 25. So it's 45, 50, 60 scrolls. So we can get 60 scrolls. So if we take those 60 scrolls, this event is really nice. But if you look here, none of this stuff is really relative to where we're going to be at for quite some time. Like a couple weeks at least. Maybe a month. I don't know how long it actually takes. It's been a long time since I did this. So yeah, none of this is really useful to us. I mean, we'll take it if we can get it, but it's not something we should just kill ourselves to get. And if you look, there's just nothing, to even get to that Reveille takes 400 scrolls, and we don't have 400 scrolls. And then if you go down, we go to, where am I at? I'm getting lost in my own thoughts here. So if we do look at this, I love Queen when she's, when she's yeah. So yeah, I love Queen when she's transitioned or cool, man, I'm having brand ties today. We're just gonna have to ignore me. Queen's great when she's, Scarlet Queen, Halora, but just normal Queen isn't like the best thing. Yeah, normal Queen's just not the best thing that's ever happened to the game. Not a horrible hero, but not like a great hero. Rest of this just isn't that epic. So I honestly don't know if we're going to burn our scrolls. I would like to get to that, but all we would get is one 5-star copy. That's not going to do us any good because being a new hero, there's not a lot we can do with it. So we're kind of limited, I think, what we're going to actually do for this event. Some more scrolls there. So we could hit 300. Now the problem I'm having is that we need those to get our dark heroes to bring our Eloise up to 9-star. So I'm torn a little bit, right? We don't need to buy that yet. Don't have the gems to buy that yet. I spent all of our gems. Yeah, so I kind of feel like we're at a point here where this whole week might be a baby bust for us. Last week was great, right? We got our first relic on the account, so last week I consider a huge win, like a genuine huge win for us. So we go from a huge win to this just kind of, oh, I can't add any more friends. I thought it was saying they couldn't add any more friends. I'll have to go through and clean up my friends list when I'm not on video. Yeah, so moral of the story is I actually don't know how much we're going to get done this week. We're going to be able to just get through normal kind of stuff as we go through the normal things of cleaning up accounts, doing dailies and stuff like that. It's early enough on that there's tons of stuff to do as far as like leveling up and stuff. But when it comes to like the actual event, I'm not so sure we're going to open all of our scrolls. I don't think it's worth it. As we just learn, though, I don't always see things, I don't always see things the whole picture, right? See, it takes 500 to get to that. That's just not going to get. We'd only get one copy with what we got. We would probably hit 400 scrolls. So we'd end up with one 5-star version of it. Just not enough to go all in on this event. We're better off saving these and going harder on the next one in a month. So that's kind of what my feelings are here. But as we saw, I don't always see anything. I didn't see that getting that treasure train. I didn't see value in it. And it turns out that there was a lot of value in it. So, yeah. So again, I might be just wrong. It does happen often in my world that I'm wrong. But where I'm sitting right now, I'm just not. I'm not seeing that it's worth our time. So if you disagree or you see something that I'm not seeing, please make sure and just let me know in the comments, so I can rethink that whole situation. But as of right now, we're not going to burn through our scrolls this week. It's just not going to be worth it. We're going to hold on to them, kind of maybe see until midweek. Because once midweek hits, we'll need to do that here in a day or two. Once midweek hits, we'll know we'll have a preview of what's coming up next week, and that'll give us a better idea of the weeks to come. But it'll probably be another month at least before we see another summonings event. So it definitely gives us some time to gather up some more scrolls. Ideally, it's usually around 2,000 to finish one of these events. Let's see how our team's doing. Oh, yeah. We took care of that easily. So by the end of this event, with all the free scrolls that we're getting and stuff, we'll be a quarter of the way through maxing an event, which is pretty decent. A lot of times, if you can get just if we can just get halfway through an event, we'll be in the money. So that's kind of where my hopes are at. I keep exiting out of that. I'm going to finish this up and I'll come back to you guys. Okay, we got that all finished up. Yeah, so maybe towards mid-event we can make a better decision on it. Yeah, I'm just not feeling it. I'm not feeling this event. I'm actually kind of disappointed because a lot of times if you can get through one cycle or one round of the summons, you can pull some decent rewards, right? This account is literally 10 days old. But this one's they just didn't do it. It's feeling a little lackluster. It's kind of funny because I've been playing Raid Shadow Legends, right? After a long time off, months of almost a year. Yeah, I haven't played it in a year. So I've been gone for a long time. And then even before when I came back to it, I only played for a month before I got bored and moved on from it that time. And, I was watching the videos and kind of getting up to speed and figuring out how to build heroes and stuff and just kind of champions, I guess, whatever they're called. And I just man, these games have gotten so greedy. And they're companies, right? So I'm not faulting them for wanting to make money. But it's just, I was like, man, this company's really greedy company, right? They're not so sure that they, whatever, they suck. And Idle Heroes is kind of starting to throw off the same vibe if I'm completely honest with some of these events. Last event was good for us, right? But Chinese New Year kind of sucked. Christmas wasn't that good. Yeah, the whole like last few months of events haven't been that great. This is turning more and more into the kind of game where you just want a free to play because there's no middle ground. It's becoming more and more like a you either just don't spend anything and enjoy what you can get done, and this game is amazing at letting you like slow roll progress. You don't have to pay to get there. You'll get there faster if you spend the money, but you don't have to spend it. But then like if you're just a middle of the road spender that drops 10-20 bucks every now and then on an event just to kind of give yourself a little boost, that little boost has become so minute that it's becoming not worth it. Well, now you have to spend 40 or 50 bucks, every event to do something, and it's getting a little too expensive even on my older account. And that account is years old. It's been around forever, and it's just not worth it anymore. And then I have one that's like a couple months old. Not a couple months old. It's probably like 8 months old, 9 months old. That I was really having fun on and stuff, and I just kind of spent like 10-20 bucks here and there. And I haven't spent anything on it in the last 3 months just because I had to spend too much to get value out of it, and just spending like that little bit of money wasn't worth it. 122 million. That wasn't a bad hit. Wasn't our best hit ever. I think our best hit ever was actually 125. I totally misread that. Did I miss? No, they were almost dead. Oof. I was having like a what the hell moment. All right. 84. There's a new boss though. Okay, so we got those hits in. We're eventually going to need one of these guys up to 22. This one's really expensive to get up to 20. We'll go ahead and that'll get us up to 10. We need to get one up to 20 here. We could do precision. Yeah, that'll take us to 18. Yeah, that's not going to do us a whole lot of good, but we're going to go ahead and yeah, we're going to go ahead and do it this way. We're going to go ahead and do it that way. Okay, Editor Grandpa here. I want you to pay attention to this little next series chain of event of the video, this little snippet of the video, and just know ahead of time, I knew I wasn't crazy. That's all. I'm just putting it out there. I knew I wasn't crazy, but I had to reconfirm. So, also face reveal, yay. I just have a really bad camera, so I don't do this, but I'm not crazy. It did tilt me, so it really affected the rest of the video, but I'm not crazy. All right, appreciate you. Here's the rest of the video. I decided. We're rolling with it. Decisions were made. Again, it probably was the worst choice ever, because every now and then I just kind of do that, but where is my brain? Here we go. Drop in here. See if did I just... I could have swore I just picked up... I exited out of here, right? And I opened this up and collected some of those. I'm going to have to watch that video back. Did I just, like, open that up, go in there, spend it, and then come back out? I'm going to have to go back and watch that. I don't know what I just did. Right? Because I should have went in. I could swear I just opened up the mail and went in there, and I had opened up the mail from getting that guild boss kill. That was super strange. Weird. I mean, weird that my brain just did that. I just totally not even sure what I just did there. Super weird, man. I don't know what I just did. I'm feeling all awkward now. So, we got a lot of nice stuff here. We just need one more copy of her. Of our Garuda. Yeah, see his guild tech. I thought that was going to work out. Well, that's odd and disappointing. Oh well, I don't know what's going on in my head here. I hate feeling like this. Uh, yeah. So today, I hate when I click on those too, man. Yeah, we'll just go with an Eloise. Na 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 na. Fantasy Arcade. Like I said, I'll go ahead and finish that up eventually. This we just did this yesterday. That opens up in an hour. Let's see. Let's see land. I don't think we're gonna be able to make any progress in here. I could probably throw that crown on Garuda. Since she's already 9-star and she was doing more damage. And Garuda can usually push pretty far, but it's not going to give us any more smash tries because we won't make it far enough for it to give us another smash try. I don't think Garuda will get us that far, so we're not going to do that today. We'll push in the Forest faction later. For now, we'll just do that, see if we get lucky. I really thought we would do our summonsing and have food to take up our Eloise. And we generally still might not, or might do that. Like, if everybody's kind of like feeling that just because why wouldn't we? Then I'm all about it. We'll just figure it out as we go. But yeah, I mean, I guess what we could do is we could put some of this stuff together. Right, we could summon up these 4-stars. Yeah, let's do that. Because I was holding on to them because I was all confused about what the event was. I know what I was thinking it was, but I don't know why I was thinking it was that because of the name. Like, it was just another one of these brain farts that I've been having. So there we go. That's gonna work out. So let's go back in the hero bag, because that got us one more. We might be able to build her. We just need 3, right? So we need yeah, we need one more copy. We're going to pull that from the Imminent Selection chest. We have a 6-star chest, and we just need 2. We can take her up. That's all we needed. Why did I click on that? There we go. So let's go back over here. Yeah, let's do this. Well, that changes things. That makes me stupider because I already hit the guild boss, and I already cycled through our... oh, we don't have a 6-star. We only have 2 5-star puppets. That's what I had going on here. Where did I pull those skins from? I keep finding skins on this thing. Vesa. Valkyrie, I think, has the most skins out of everybody in the game. Yeah, none of these are of value to us, so we're going to just do this, and we are going to Smart Forge and give that a smack right there and see what we can pull. Flame Strike. Flame Strike was like an OG. She was kind of a goat, man. She's kind of the goat. She's not bad at all. She finds no place later in late game, but man, that ramp up damage of hers is still pretty insane. Like, you could build her up if you were doing like non-elite challenge or something like that. You could build her up and do some damage with her. I thought we had a 6-star in here. I must have pulled it out for something else. I don't know why I thought we had a 6-star in there. Well, So you know what I'm probably going to do here? I'm going to wait for Aspen Dozen. Because like I said, the last time this came up, once you put your heroes in there, they're snapshotted. So even if you upgrade them, so like if tomorrow something happens and we upgrade our Eloise or get like our Garuda stuff done and we get her to 10-star, and those heroes have been in the Aspen Dungeon, they're still stuck at whatever level they were at when we put them in there. So it's always kind of better to put that off for a day. We're not going to be able to push in this because we tried this yesterday, right? So we shouldn't get any progress in this. Actually, did I, yeah, let's see. So we won't get any progress in that. So yeah, it looks like today's just genuinely an unproductive day. Not only was I babbling and just like incoherently rambling, but yeah, there's just not a lot for us to get done here. I'm gonna have to go back and watch the video. I do not. I feel like that I didn't do that. I feel like that I should have coins on this. I could have swore I leveled this up, went out there, opened up the mail from killing them, and went back in there. I was off anyways, and then when that happened, that has thrown me all off completely because that means I lost like 30 seconds of my life there and don't know what happened. So I'm a little disjointed. What I wanted to do, I didn't want to click go. I wanted to see what we had next. So we'll get this tomorrow. Yeah, so sorry, people. Sorry, folks. Really bad episode, I suppose. But it is what it is. That was day 9. We will kind of pick it back up. Or this is day 10. Holy smokes. There's no way I'm going to be able to edit that out and not make myself look stupid. I am such a crackhead today. I am fried. I have no idea what's going on. The minute I hit record, this all went to hell. This has been test of the emergency broadcast system. Yeah. Whew, what a rough one. Okay, that's a conclusion to day 10. Sorry it wasn't the best thing. We just did some cleanup. I did finish that event and get some stuff for our treasure train. Based on that comment that somebody left, so I did make some progress yesterday night off camera in the fantasy arcade. Yeah, other than that, this was just I guess kind of a just wrap up. It was more of a talk about me getting caught up, and I should have planned out some direction more after I talked about me doing fantasy arcade and getting that done. But yeah, it is what it is. We did a couple levels up here. Yeah, so if I didn't chase you off and you hung out this long, I promise it'll be better next time. And yeah, I really do appreciate all you guys, and I will see you next time. Thanks.